Folks, we all have the honor of serving here, and I believe that everyone in this chamber is here for the right reason, and they want a full and fair debate. And the question is, do these rules actually generate that full and fair debate? I think of it kind of like the old metaphor of a frog in a cooking pot, right? You put the frog in while the water's cold, and then you turn up the heat. He never notices, and he never jumps out, and he dies, he gets cooked. But if you turn that thing to boiling and then throw the frog in, well, of course, he jumps out. I'll tell you, speaking as having been here now for 2 years, I think we're more inclined to just be used to this, to be comfortable with something that's unjust. And quite frankly, I think these rules are unjust. They're not as proportionate as the sponsor would indicate. And I would actually look to the freshmen who haven't had the pleasure of working under these rules and say, does this sound right to you? Does this sound like a fair way to do it? Or could we do it in a better way? I mean, think about it. Think about what I said. Local government has a 48-hour requirement and a specific agenda requirement, but we don't. There's a thing in Illinois, a district called a mosquito abatement district. Mosquito abatement district deals with abating mosquitoes. They have a 48-hour notice requirement. Literally, mosquitoes in the state of Illinois have more due process than the members of this chamber. I'm sorry, that's not right. Moreover, as I mentioned before, let's say we're not happy with the Rules Committee and we want to discharge something. It takes 72 votes, not 71, 72. So it is harder to discharge something from rules than it is to override a gubernatorial veto. Imagine that. It is harder to disagree with the speaker and the members of the rules than it is to disagree and overrule the governor. I ask this of all of you. I really do. I heard a lot of positive comments about our process in the intervening time while we were gone. I heard a member speak actually during inauguration talking about the fact that 4 people are not enough to get the job done, that we should be more transparent, that we should be more inclusive in the process. I agree with that statement. These rules are what hold us back to make it more positive, to make it more open. I had another colleague, and by the way, the people I'm quoting are all Democrats. I had another colleague who said that she felt that she wanted to push the speaker towards more thoughtful solutions along with a more open process to allow more ideas to come to the floor. I agree with that concept. These rules don't do that. And one more that said that they think that the rules are more restrictive than any other legislature in the country, and they create a lot of control in the speaker. I agree with that. I'd like to bring that control back to us. So I ask you respectively, you don't have to agree with our rules, but how about we tweak these? How about we improve these along some of the lines I just talked about and not leave it simply that, well, we've always done it that way. We've always done it that way. That's never been an excuse that carries any weight for me. Instead, let's look at them afresh. Let's be that frog outside of the pot, and let's figure out, do these rules really make sense, or can we make them better? I think we can make them better. So I'd ask you to vote no on these so that we can work on making them better. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.